Hello everyone. Welcome to our video tutorial on solving the derivatives of function. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to use the formula for derivatives and apply the basic rule of differentiation, such as the power rule, product rule, quotient rule, and the chain rule. Through clear example and step-by-step explanation, we hope you'll gain a solid understanding of how to find derivatives effectively. Let's get started. We have here a given of f of x equals 6x cubed minus x over 2. We will solve this using the basic rule of derivatives. First, we need to understand the power rule, which is f of x equals x raised to n, then f prime of x equals nx raised to n minus 1. Next is applying the power rule to each term. Since f of x equals 6x cubed, applying the basic rule gives us 3 times 6x cubed minus 1. In the case of the next term, the constant is negative 1 half and the function is x. Why? Because the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. Since the derivative of x is 1, so when we multiply it by negative 1 half, we get negative 1 half multiplied by 1 equals negative 1 half. Lastly, we evaluate the following. So the answer is f prime of x equals 18x squared minus 1 half. Next is using the definition of derivatives formula.
We have the same given here, which is 6x squared minus x over 2. But this time, we will be using the definition of derivatives, which has a formula of f of x is equals to the limit of h to 0, f times x plus h minus f times x over h. We start by computing the value of the function for x plus h by replacing x with x plus h. Next, we subtract the original function f of x from the newly computed value to form the differences. We will then expand x plus h cubed using the binomial expansion. Then we distribute the constants throughout the expression, accounting for the negative sign when multiplying. After combining like terms, we simplify the expression, leaving us with 18x squared h plus 18x h squared plus 6h cubed minus h over 2. We will divide the result by h and simplify the expression further by cancelling h. As h approaches 0, terms like 18xh and 6h squared tend towards 0. Therefore, the derivative of f of x equals 6x cubed minus x over 2 is f of x equals 18x squared minus 1 over 2.
Here's another example for the basic rule of derivatives. We have here a given of f of x equals x squared plus pi x. We will solve this using the basic rules of derivative. Step 1. Understand the power rule. The power rule states that f of x equals n raised to n, then f prime of x equals nx raised to n minus 1. These rules allows us to find the derivative of a function raised to a constant power. Next is applying the power rule to each term. Since f of x equals x squared, applying the power rule gives us f prime of x equals 2x squared minus 1. Next is pi squared. Since f of x equals pi squared, applying the power rule gives us 1 times pi x raised to 1 minus 1. Next step is evaluating the function. F prime of x equals 2x raised to 1 plus pi x. The final step is finalizing. F prime of x will give us 2x plus pi. That will be our final answer. Did you notice why x was removed next to pi? It is because 0 to any exponent equals to 0. That's why we removed the x. Using the same example, we will be using the definition of derivatives formula in this next example.
So for the second problem, it is f of x equals x squared plus pi x. For the first step, we will just simply replace all x to x plus h and divide everything with h. So it will give us x plus h squared plus pi times x plus h divided by h. And we will proceed to the step 2. In the step 2, we need to subtract everything with its given, which is x squared plus pi x, and divide with h. In the third step, we need to evaluate everything. In this part, we used fall method. So, it will be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. While in this part, we multiply the pi with x plus h. So it's plus pi x plus pi h, and copy minus x squared plus pi x and divide it with h. Next is we crossed out the x squared and the pi x. So this is what is left. 2xh plus h squared plus pi h over h. In this part, we need to remove the h. So this is what is left. Using this, we will substitute everything. We will substitute the h to 0. 2xh plus h squared plus pi h. So we will substitute the 0 to h. It will become 2x times 0 plus 0 squared plus pi times 0. So this will be the final answer. F of x is equals to 2x plus pi.
The definition of the derivative focuses on the rate of change of a function at a specific point. On the other hand, the basic rules of derivative are the formulas that is used to effectively find the derivatives of the specific functions. They are derived from the limit definition of derivative, but it offers shortcuts.
I hope you learned something from us. Thank you for watching.
Aku sayang, kamu juga sayang.